Hey guys, it's Morgan Zegers, and what do you know? The Biden administration is playing political games and using our children as pawns, again. First, let's give a little background. I'm very passionate in my anti-socialism views, not just because the economic system fails, but because the level of control given to the government and politicians in a socialist country is highly dangerous. When politicians become the provider of crucial things in our lives like food, healthcare, employment, retirement, housing, they start to hold those things over our heads as carrots, forcing us to comply with their worse and worse demands in exchange for continuing to get these basic necessities. I'm also a big believer in our federalist system, and I see how dangerous it's become for states to become too dependent on the federal government for the funding of important programs. When states aren't reliant on the federal government, they can provide the proper check on the federal government that our founders intended. The combination of these two issues is what we are facing now with this latest news. President Biden and his administration announced that through the Federal Department of Agriculture, states with schools that do not comply with the woke left's dangerous gender and sexual ideology requirements will have their funding for school lunches taken away from them. To put feeding children in need on the line to try and force us to comply with their radical woke agenda that also puts our children in harm's way in a different level is a level of evil I really just forgot that these people are capable of sometimes. My mistake. Good thing we have some strong leaders at the state level out there in the country to put up a good fight, as they should, like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. At a recent press conference, DeSantis said Biden's threat is intentionally destructive and that, quote, "we are prepared for what Biden throws our way." That is leadership. Our woke politicians and bureaucrats have way too much power, and they are now more concerned with getting even more power and forcing their wokeness onto us and our children than they are about carrying through on the original intent of public service. It is dereliction of duty to prioritize sexualizing and indoctrinating America's children over feeding them, especially children in need. Absolutely disgusting, but I guess not really surprising coming from the radical left these days.